Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Now, our next guest has a famous name. I'm going to get this out of the way right off the bat. How many times when people see your name do they think maybe Morgan Frazier, American Idol, because you share your name with obviously a very popular American Idol contestant out there through the years. Has anyone ever brought that up to you at any time?
Occasionally they have, yes. Or like a Google search will bring up Morgan Frazier singer. You're like, that's not you. But here and there.
Google, of course, is our friend. Let's talk golf. Tie for a ninth place finish at the Patriot League Championships. And for women's golf here at the Academy, in the grand scheme of things, it's a program that's still very much in its infancy. But to see the success that you all have had, the success that you all are bordering on, what was this season like to help this program take another step closer and closer to a potential Patriot League championship?
I mean, this season's been great. Coming from like my plebe year, I would have never expected the team to be where it's at now. We have a lot of really talented players, but kind of the season was a little different. Coming from when we got back in January, we kind of had our eyes set on Patriots. We knew what we were capable of, and throughout the tournaments we played in the spring, we come out with 2 victories. So we definitely knew we were capable of doing it, and we worked hard all season for it. So second place, runner-up finish at Patriots was definitely exciting, but we're looking for winning championship.
Well, that's what the ultimate competitor wants. You want to win the whole thing. But as you mentioned, to see how much you and your teammates grew, obviously there is a team concept to it, but golf is obviously very much an individual sport. How much do you all help each other, though, during the course of that season to help each other get better as individuals, which then, of course, in the end, helps your team to have success?
Yeah, I mean, my main focus during the season, especially during practices, is to kind of be looking out for each other, holding each other accountable, because in practice, like, yeah, it's on you to get your stuff done, get your swing where it needs to be, but you kind of have to be pushing each other, and we see that a lot when we do qualifying and just playing 9 holes at practice. We're always trying to be the best, always trying to beat each other, in a competitive sense, obviously, but
Sure.
in the end, that's going to help us, shoot low scores when it comes to tournament time.
How do you hold each other accountable, though? Because everybody's game is different. Your swing may be different from somebody else's, but at the same time, can you all tell when maybe a teammate isn't necessarily putting in the amount of work that everybody else is in a situation like that?
I think you can kind of tell when someone's, not fully in it, not fully there. At least I can, especially being an upperclass on the team. I can tell when someone's having an off day, and I kind of learned to, know how to approach that with them and get them refocused. And I kind of really pushed with the girls, like, hey, like, set some goals with each other. Like, we're going to go hit 50 short putts, or we're going to go shoot this on 9 holes, and just kind of keep pushing each other to make each other better, I guess.
Is that the toughest part of leadership, when and how maybe to speak up or offer a suggestion? Because as you know, every person is different. Some people take coaching a little bit better than others, take suggestion a little bit better than others. Is that one of the great challenges of leadership, that this place, of course, tries to help you become as good as you can as a leader?
Yeah, it's been challenging for me because, I mean, I've been here for 3 years. I know how the team kind of works, and I know how we run things. So kind of figuring out my place of when I should step in and say something to someone versus the coach needs to say something. So I've kind of tested the waters with that. I feel like I've done a decent job of being able to, step in when it's necessary, but also like know when people need to do it on their own.
I was going to say the relationship, obviously, with Nadia and the job that she has done here. I mean, this is a unique skill. This isn't like football or basketball or anything like that, where you've got thousands of people that you can go draw from. This is such a unique skill where you've got to be a great student, be a terrific golfer, and then want to complete the package all together. When you look at the folks on the team with you, and you see, in some cases, I mean, I refer to you all as brilliant people, because I mean, not everybody comes here. I mean, they only let 4,400 people in here at one time. To be part of that special small core of people, is there a sense of honor and respect for being able to achieve that right now?
Definitely. I mean, we know what's required of us back here at the academy, and I really stress the focus of, when we're at the course, we're playing golf, and when we're at school, we're going to grind on our academics, and so we're all squared away in all aspects, so we can put out when it comes time to play.
I was going to say, I mean, obviously, people can go to your bio at NavySports.com and see the academic accolades that you've already acquired in your career, but how do you keep that consistency of a sport that is so demanding in what it takes to be good at it, and obviously a school that is extremely demanding with what it asks you to do academically and militarily.
I think it's just all about managing your time. Like I said, when you're at the course, your focus needs to be on golf. You can't be thinking about an exam I have the next day or homework I have to do that night. It's really locking in and using those 2 hours we get, because it's not a lot of time, and really being focused on golf. And then when we come back to the academy, use your study period, get your homework done, get some rest, kind of get into a cycle of how your
Sure.
day goes.
How'd you get into golf?
My dad, he was a big golfer growing up, so me and my siblings all kind of just did junior golf growing up, and I really stuck to it and started playing in competitions in middle school and just fell in love with it.
I was going to say, let's face it, especially the junior level, probably not a lot of people in school, and people maybe in your close friend group don't necessarily take up a sport like golf as early. I want to say, were you a sense of like an outcast as a result of it, or were you able to kind of share in, obviously the other sports that your friends were taking and enjoy golf and obviously, as you mentioned, take it to the junior level? And obviously right now, if you look at junior golf in this country, it's as competitive as it's ever been. You're able to share that with a lot of your friends and tell them, hey, golf's a pretty cool sport too.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, not a lot of my girlfriends played golf, so I was kind of on my own there, but I made a lot of good guy friends throughout high school, like playing on the team with them, and we were able to share that. We still go home and play golf together, so it was definitely...
Beat them too, right?
Here and there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it's okay. You can talk about beating them. I mean, this is as I was talking with Coach Owen on the men's side, this is such a humbling game. How do you put the bad shot behind you and move on to the next shot? Because to me, that might be the most challenging thing in your sport, is putting a bad shot behind you, because you've got a short walk up to the next shot, and you've got to try and obviously do something with that next shot to help recover from the previous one. How hard is that to put the bad shot behind you and then try to obviously do the best you can with the next one?
I mean, it can be difficult, but it comes with a lot of practice. Like, have grown so much in my 3 years just playing college golf, but one thing I really try and focus on is just staying in the moment. You got to trust that you have the skills to back up your game, and every swing you're good enough to hit a good shot. So it's just about staying in the moment, focusing on that shot you have right in front of you, and letting the rest go.
As a golfer, amazed that Tiger Woods was able to come back at one of America's greatest golf theaters and achieve what he was able to do at the Masters.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
Do you feel, I don't know about you. I'm watching it. I felt emotional watching it. I mean, obviously I cover sports for a living, so I know what he's been through, but just to see the family aspect of it afterwards, I'm not sure how you couldn't be emotional watching that. You're a golfer. You know how hard that is. To see him do that after so many years, is that as good a thing as you've seen on the golf course from someone? Obviously, I know they're the best of the best, but still, to do that against the competition, that leaderboard was star-studded.
Yeah, it just shows the grit and determination it takes to, be successful in a sport like this.
No doubt. And of course, like you said, and he says, grind. You just got to keep grinding. Congratulations on a great year. Congratulations on being a leader for this team, and obviously someone who leads the way both not only as a player but with great academic work. And best of luck with one more year here at the Academy.
Thank you.
All right, Morgan Frazier joining us here on the Navy Sports Magazine.